Hello YouTube, this is Christian coming to you with another review of a backpack. This time on the table is a Tasmanian Tiger Essential Pack MK2. This particular bag, I'm very fond of this one. It's kind of a pack that competes with a lot of my other packs, mostly because it is a barely minimum pack that you can get at a fairly low price. So I believe in the United States at the moment this pack retails at around $80 US. Here in New Zealand it's about 120 New Zealand dollars, and it is a fairly straightforward simple bag with not a lot of features, but I actually started to like that a lot, mostly because you're paying a lot more money for some of the Maxpedition stuff or the Vanquest stuff. Their packs are excellent. They're done in a really good manner, but you're paying a lot for the additional organizational features. And I'm, for one, changed my routine of organizing the items that go into my bag to go into EDC pouches, and therefore I just know where stuff is and I don't have to reorganize my bag very often. So switching packs for me is relatively easy and straightforward. And yeah, for me there's not one bag that I can use on every occasion. You wouldn't take a 72-hour bag to work, or you wouldn't go onto a week-long trip with a 24-hour bag. So then for biking and for EDC you have different needs, and if you have a work meeting or if you're going onto a plane, once again your needs, what you need to pack, the volume you need, the look, the kind of presentation you have to follow is determining what bag is right for an individual occasion. And so with those over-organized bags, and over-organized, I don't mean it in a bad way, because quite often it's absolutely your choice whether you use all the organizational features or not, and to have them is not necessarily taking a lot of space out of your bag. So they still offer the volume. Whether you use it or not is entirely up to you. But what you're certainly doing is you're paying for all the stitching, for all the pockets and bits and pieces you get in these. And this is just an alternative and just a different way of looking at things. And sometimes I like simple. Simplicity is really straightforward. So this is one of the packs that I use for the occasional biking trip, because it's relatively small. So the bag itself is the Essential Pack MK2, so it's not the large one, it's the smallest one of their lineup, and it just has a 9-liter volume, so it's not big by any means. And just to give you a size comparison, this is Vanquest EDC pouch Slim, Personal Organizer Slim. So you can see it's not a big pouch, a big backpack. Now, as far as features are concerned, it is really minimalistic. You have a fair amount of breathable material and a little bit of padding on your shoulder straps. There's 2 D-loops and these elastic bands here. They're for your drinking hose, if you like. They come with a sternum strap. At that price point, that is certainly appreciated, and some additional loops here at the bottom if you wanted to retrofit with a waist band or a waist buckle, but not required. And quite frankly, you wouldn't load this bag with an amount of weight where you actually would need to strap it around your hips to take some of the load, so it's not as essential. This bag is heavily packed with Pels webbing for your molly accessories. You have plenty of it on the front, and 2 rows here on the side to attach whatever is missing in terms of organization inside the bag. And on top of that you get these 2 non-removable, so they're stitched into the bag, non-removable compression straps, and these they actually extend rather far. So if you pull them out all the way, they kind of extend the capacity of the bag a fair bit. If you think about strapping on maybe a rain jacket or a puffer jacket or something along these lines, then these come in handy, because you don't have an awful lot of volume inside the bag. So really it is, as the name already implies, intended for the essentials. But as far as additional volume is concerned, you can tell that you can strap quite a bit with the help of these compression straps if you choose to use them. As far as the internals are concerned, also that's relatively straightforward. So this is a hydration pack compatible bag. So you have your hook and loop section up here to secure your water bladder, and a little key loop up there. And other than that, there's nothing in here other than down there at the very bottom you have a little drain hole, so that your bag doesn't fill with water for any means or reasons. On top of that, this bag, I'm just not seeing the label on this one, but this one is made of Cordura 700 weight, so it is a rather abrasive resistant, rather heavy Cordura material, which is nice. So you get top quality material, and you get also top quality stitching. As far as the stitching is concerned, I have to say these bags are up to par with any other hard use bags I've seen so far. They're really well done. The mother company of this particular brand, Tasmanian Tiger, is Tatonka, which is a German brand, with their more civilian line is relatively popular back in Germany, and perhaps also known elsewhere. But this is their military lineup, and they do a wide range of interesting bags actually. If you get into the higher price tiers, they do a fair bit of interesting bags. However, interestingly enough, their more expensive line also doesn't feature necessarily an awful lot of organizational features, but rather offers internal Velcro and hook and loop and Pelz webbing inside the bag, so you can organize all your pouches and individual items in a neat manner inside the bag. So there's a lot of empty volume. Just the sides of their packs and the backs of their packs are lined with organizational material, whether that's Pelz or hook and loop. So that's nice. Now, saying that, a small pack, I think it's a great bag if you just need to pack maybe a jersey, some gloves, and some water, and you go for a quick ride on the bike. I find it to be, for mountain biking, I find it to be a most excellent bag for me. Now, I do have a number of hip pouches for mountain biking, but sometimes if I go out with the family, they're just not holding enough things. I can't really hold a lunchbox or other things for the little ones that they might require. So that is where something bigger comes in quite nicely. And I'm not doing enough of biking to justify getting a dedicated biking bag, because that's the only area where I would think to use it. And so I like multi-purpose, and this is great for a little hike or a quick pack in a situation where you only have to take the bare minimum. But also for my teenagers, this is a great bag size. So my son actually has a black one that I will show you in a moment, and it's his favorite biking bag. So because you actually don't want too much stuff on the back with you if you don't have to, but you still have to carry some essentials, and so this makes a lot of sense for him. And the entire bag is not too heavy either, so all these light strappings and light shoulder straps help with the overall weight of the bag. On top of that, I love the fact that you have the modularity, and while the bag doesn't feature much, the fact that it is a Pelz webbing bag pretty much shows you that's an identical bag, just fitted out with various Molle accessories. And all of a sudden you come to realize this extended another 2 to 3 liters of volume onto the bag in terms of additional bag space. And gives you the opportunity, what you can't fit into the bag, you might actually be able to put on the outside and make it work that way. And so I kind of like that. So in this particular case we have on here a Maxpedition bottle pouch, which I like a lot, mostly because it packs really nice and flat if you don't need a bottle, and it gives you the opportunity to put other things into a pouch if the bottle holder is not in use. If you use it as a bottle holder, then it kind of pushes against the interior of the pocket a little bit, so it's not necessarily something that I would usually do. It's either one or the other. I hardly ever combine them, albeit it is possible for cables and bits and pieces, and it's expendable, so it takes a relatively big bottle if you need that. So here's your bottle holder on the pack that otherwise would have relied on a hydration pack. This is my first aid kit, which is rather bulky, but always have a first aid kit with me. And in this case, this pouch number 7 from Tasmanian Tiger, which is nicely done as well. And it's actually right where you want it and where you need it. So, and it's great in the way it opens up, because they have the opening on the lid side, if you like, in the right spot, so it actually prevents from stuff falling out. If somebody else carries it on the back, then you can access it all without all the stuff falling out, and I find that a great concept. So and on this side, this is just a plain phone holder which fits the latest iPhone or Samsung phone, so that is plenty big enough, and then I have a little keeper on it for the occasional key or thing that I have to clip on. So that's all good, and in this particular case that's also stuffed just with a raincoat, some gloves, and a beanie, and a jersey, and that is all that fits inside of that. But you can, mix and match, and that's where the beauty of Molle Lego, if you like, comes into play. You get a fairly low cost Pel's webbing bag, and it's quite easy to expand it and make it fit to your needs without investing into, I don't know, $200 or $180 highly organized bag that might actually not have an awful lot of more value, more volume. Like if you, for instance, think about the Maxpedition Sitka, that is a great bag. I'm using it a lot, but you're probably around $130, $140 down the track with one of those, and you have all the organizational features, but you're only ending up with 15 to 16 or maybe 14 liters of volume. So it's not an awful lot, and you can buy an awful lot of pouches for that one. So it just gives you options, and your pouches can actually travel from one backpack to the next. So I'm using these pouches inside other bags, or if they need to come on the side of my other bags, I can always do that. So it's not a lost investment, if you like. And the biggest thing is I don't really have to reorganize my bag every time I have to change bags, because I can keep everything as it is. As far as first aid is concerned, I can keep everything as it is as far as my EDC pack is concerned, my cable management pouch. It all just goes inside the bag, and I don't have to remember. If you have 5 or 6 different bags where you have put things into individual pockets, and you start looking around, then you want to change bags, and then you spend half an hour to reorganize everything in a somewhat meaningful fashion. It becomes a little bit tedious if you're doing it maybe twice a week, just for the sake of taking another bag because you feel it's more suited. That one looks too military, or that one is a little bit too big for this occasion, or you have to do it because that is just too small and you have to go to a bigger one. So a modular system is great. And what you need for a modular system is just a bag with volume and with a way to put your accessories on or into it. And that is personally where I feel something a little bit less expensive, like this little Tasmanian tiger, is awesome. It is simplistic, still gives you a lot of options, but it isn't quite as hard on your pocket. And it also invites thinking about your daily carry a little bit differently, which I think is great, because if it saves you money while remaining functionality, it is a great thing. Alright, so yeah, that was my little review of the Tasmanian Tiger Essential Pack. A great little backpack with a hydration bladder system. Other than that, not a lot of features, but simplicity is king for this one, and I really like it. Alright, enjoy the rest of your day. See you next time. Bye.